Lexus introduced the TX for 2024 to challenge the three-row luxury SUV segment with a car-based platform. By 2026, the TX 350 will continue to offer refined comfort, upscale interiors, and practical features. It sits above the RX, nearly 11 inches longer, targeting families seeking true three-row seating and a smooth car-like drive. A turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine making 275 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque powers the TX, paired with an 8-speed automatic. Front-wheel drive is standard, all-wheel drive is optional. With pricing from around $53,000 to over $70,000 in luxury all-wheel drive guise, the TX 350 competes with pricier German rivals. Here are 5 pros and 5 cons to consider. The TX excels in ride quality. Its car-based platform absorbs road imperfections with rare composure for a three-row SUV. Rough roads, rail crossings, and potholes vanish under the well-tuned suspension. Reviewers consistently praise the smooth, quiet, and relaxing ride. Low highway cabin noise enhances a serene travel experience. Light, accurate handling makes the TX easy to drive in tight spaces. Unlike bulkier truck-based rivals, it moves with sedan-like confidence and precision. For those who value a smooth, quiet, and comfortable daily drive, the TX excels. Many three-row SUVs have cramped third rows. The TX stands out with a genuinely usable space for adults thanks to its 203-inch length. Families with older children or adults in the back benefit from this practical design. Cargo is well managed, 20.2 cubic feet behind the third row, expanding to 57.4 cubic feet with it folded. Cubbies, cup holders, and pockets are thoughtfully placed, ensuring all 7 or 6 with captain's chairs have space for belongings. Lexus has long been celebrated for its craftsmanship and attention to detail inside its vehicles, and the TX 350 is no exception. Step inside a well-equipped TX Luxury and you are greeted with semi-aniline leather upholstery, soft touch surfaces, tasteful wood and metallic trim accents, and a sense of solidity and quality that the German competition often charges far more for. The seats themselves are a particular highlight, supportive, generously bolstered, and comfortable enough for extended journeys. Both front and second row seats offer heating and ventilation as standard on upper trims, a feature that many competing luxury brands still reserve for higher trim levels. The 14-inch touchscreen impresses, as do features like a head-up display, panoramic sunroof, 360-degree camera, and wireless charging. Compared to the Toyota Grand Highlander, the TX's interior is a clear upgrade in materials, justifying its higher cost. For a three-row luxury SUV tipping the scales at over 4,500 pounds, the TX returns surprisingly respectable fuel economy numbers. The EPA rates the front-wheel drive version at 21 miles per gallon city and 27 miles per gallon highway, while the all-wheel drive variant rates 20 miles per gallon city and 26 miles per gallon highway. These figures place the TX 350 near the top of its class for non-hybrid three-row SUVs, outpacing many German rivals that still rely on thirstier V6 or V8 engines to provide comparable performance. Real-world mileage hovers near EPA estimates, usually in the low 20s. For those who need 3 rows but not a hybrid, the TX balances power and efficiency well. Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0 is standard, offering pre-collision warning, emergency braking, lane departure alert, adaptive cruise, automatic high beams, and blind spot monitoring. Upgrades add features such as a front cross traffic alert and low-speed traffic jam assist. Together, these systems boost safety and confidence in all conditions. Beyond active safety, Lexus's broader reliability reputation remains a meaningful selling point. Consumer surveys consistently place Lexus near the top of long-term reliability rankings, and owners of the vehicle frequently cite the peace of mind that comes with knowing their vehicle is unlikely to generate frequent dealer visits or unexpected repair bills. As one owner put it, unlike some European luxury brands, you get the luxury of not having to visit the dealership monthly. The turbocharged 2.4-liter engine makes 275 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque, but this feels modest in practice due to the TX's weight. 0 to 60 miles per hour takes 7.1 to 8.1 seconds, putting it at the slower end of its class. Highway merging and passing can be sluggish. There is also an audible coarseness when the engine is pushed hard, a noticeable growl under heavy acceleration that feels out of place in a vehicle that otherwise prioritizes refinement. Buyers who want more performance can step up to the TX 500h hybrid with 366 horsepower, but that powertrain comes at a high cost. For those committed to the TX badge, the engine's limitations will be a persistent source of mild frustration. Despite its large touchscreen, the TX infotainment system frustrates users. Simple tasks take too many steps, menus are unintuitive, and voice commands respond slowly. Wireless connectivity is standard but often unreliable, sometimes requiring a restart to fix. A paid navigation subscription is required after the trial period, relying on a cloud system that struggles with weak signals. For the price, navigation should be included. Competitors offer more intuitive and responsive systems, leaving the TX behind.
The optional Mark Levinson 21-speaker premium audio system is one of the most talked about disappointments in the car. For a system that carries both a prestigious brand name and a notable price premium, the sonic performance has frustrated a surprising number of owners. Multiple reviewers and buyers describe the sound as flat, muddy, and lacking in bass, adjectives that simply should not apply to any audio system marketed as high-end in a luxury vehicle costing upwards of $70,000. The problem has been widely documented across owner forums and automotive review sites, suggesting it is a systemic issue rather than isolated incidents. For audiophiles, or buyers who spend a significant portion of their commute listening to music or podcasts, the Mark Levinson system may prove to be a genuine source of regret. Some owners have explored aftermarket modifications to improve sound quality, which is disappointing for a brand new luxury purchase. Buyers who care deeply about in-car audio quality would be wise to listen to the system carefully before committing, or simply decline the upgrade altogether. The TX 350's base price appears competitive at first glance, but the vehicle's extensive options list can quickly transform that initial figure into something far less palatable. A well-equipped TX 350 luxury all-wheel drive, loaded with the most buyers would reasonably want, can easily approach or exceed $74,000, a number that places it squarely in the territory of its German rivals. What makes this particularly frustrating is that many of the items on that options list feel like they should be standard on a vehicle at this price point. Features such as puddle lamps, advanced driver assistance technology bundles, and certain convenience packages all cost extra, requiring buyers to carefully navigate the configuration process to avoid sticker shock. The car also faces an awkward internal challenge. The offered TX 500h offers more power, better fuel economy, and arguably a more complete package, tempting buyers to stretch their budgets further. For those who want everything the TX has to offer in the most polished form, the price of admission is considerably higher than that initial base MSRP implies. The vehicle's car-based platform, which is such an asset for ride quality and handling, becomes a liability when buyers need genuine utility. The maximum towing capacity of 5,000 pounds falls well short of the 7,000 to 8,500 pounds typically offered by truck-based luxury three-row rivals. For families who tow trailers, boats, or campers, this limitation is a real practical concern that the TX simply cannot overcome. Off-road capability is similarly limited. While the available all-wheel drive system and 7.9 inches of ground clearance provide adequate traction in snow and light gravel, the TX offers no dedicated off-road modes, skid plates, or terrain management systems. Buyers seeking a luxury SUV that can handle light trails or genuinely challenging weather conditions would be better served by alternatives with more rugged underpinnings. The TX is fundamentally designed for the pavement, and it makes no apologies for that focus.